I mean, I guess. Oh no, did it do the thingy? It did the thing, didn't it? Yeah, it did the thing. Hold up, model's crashed. I guess I turn off this and then see if I can redo it even with the issues that exist. We gotta try. It should take a couple seconds, but it should be getting restarted here. Nope, the whole camera is bugged. Gosh darn it. Close the instance, unplug camera. I don't want to restart the whole system, but everything seems to be going a little wonk. PC face, it should be able to recognize it as a new device. And then if I get non-artificial light in here, maybe it might help just a little bit. Ah, and I gotta see if my audio is even running and working. I'm starting way earlier than I normally would, and I honestly can't tell. It seems like it's coming to the proper source. Pretty. I keep forgetting to check to make sure it's automatically on that, but it's not. Hello, can we do? Oh, you don't recognize the camera as a real camera. Well, that's an issue. Yeah, this seems a little cursed. Just a little bit. I feel like I was. I don't know where I'm going, but you got room for one more troubled soul. I don't know where I'm going, but do you think I'm coming home? In one piece, I'll take it tomorrow if I don't wake up again. Well, um, that sucked. Uh, Yikes. Wow. Did not see that coming. Did not see the fact that uh that was gonna happen. Luckily Cowboy got me before it became too much, but damn, we were off and rolling too. At least I feel. Um, let's try beat. We're going first, which changes the objective with a hand like this. We probably need to find a climax swap just ASAP. Unfortunately, this can't do with one stock. We can't do both. We can't find a climax swap and play a climax swap. Um, Yikes! Yikes! We went from having a really good game to being here now. Damn. 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 I guess we gotta try to draw the correct climax. Nope. So in that case, there's no point in doing deck speed. Our deck's in good condition. It makes more sense to play some things just to run overboard. Do a little bit more damage to ourselves. Why not? We're already taking a mass amount anyways. Oh, it has to be a character. We'll set up with a climax swap for next turn. So we'll be more constructed in what we want to do. Ouch. You can tell I'm tilted because I'm now only winning 2 lanes instead of winning all 3 like I should have done. And we're relatively compressed though, so we should avoid damage for this turn. If we don't, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say if we don't avoid damage here. It's kind of actually wild. Yeah. And they're paying for Twin Drive. Okay, what? Oh, come on. Cancels. Yep, cancels. Which this means our level 1 combo is also going to whiff. So there's not really a strong point in doing it. Besides vibes. And we're not even going to win board when we do it. Damn. Yeah, this is just not great in a bunch of different directions. I could try to win this one lane, and I'm going to, because we're only going to +4 here at best. At best, keep in mind, we're extremely compressed. I'm likely to whiff entirely on these two. Yep. 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 Called it. Snoink. In this case, we do want to take maximum amount of damage, so fronting. Yeah, that tracks. Slow game, what's a slow game? Just literally somehow just put every climax into where you don't want it to be. Argument to pay for 3, so we shuffle back a bunch more in. I mean, I think at this point you do, because you pay out 2. You pay out too. When you're this, it's really bad. Even though we want to still take Dublage, that the two being stuck in there is the being you're not being greedy for trying to pay too well off of that. Especially considering we've already taken massive amounts of damage so far throughout this game. We need to cut the blood. We don't have 3 cards that are great to play. So it's kind of you got a clock here, which I don't really want to do. But we're gonna do, and then we're gonna summon Climax, which I don't really want to do, but we're gonna do. Side here is the only lane that doesn't matter if we side or front. Why did I side there? I'm tilted. I am tilted off of my rocker. We could have won a lane. We actually could have won a lane, and I just threw. I'm done. Tilt season. Tilt season. Tilt season. All right. Going to level 3. That does not change the fact we're going to level 3 because we're going to do it forcefully. We've gotten the 2 colors we care about. Get rid of this. Draw 2. This is a full board requirement. And there's 2 more climaxes out of our deck. Damn. Damn. So that just means we've got to play towards our only direction we can really go. Try the combo, hope the burns work. Thank goodness it's burn for 1s. Level 2 now. They're all laid out, so front here, get big, swing for 2. I cannot decline this effect as much as I'd want to. Even though it's gonna whiff if it hits even 1. It's still not grand. We need a free fresh backup. Is there free fresh backup in there? No, why would we? So we're 5 out. Hand. And they're level 3, so they're gonna smite us. Great. 5 out, 3 in, 3 out of 16. Unless if something godly just happens to us. Which, at this point, I don't think it will. The pendulum's not going to swing back the other way after being screwed out for 2 turns. We're probably still dead here. For death. And dead. Yeah. So that was terrible. We had a winning game, and then we went from a winning game to stream blacking out, to mic blacking out, to model. It's just... And there was things that I definitely screwed up, but yikes. We're gonna move the hell on. That's aggravating. That was a 1 game, and then it went from a 1 game to straight up take the L. Don't need that. This hand's terrible. Pitch level 3 since that's the thing we need the least. Their zeros aren't that big typically. They do have kills, but I'm going to do something maybe a little dumb. Figured. That's the way it rolls. Okay, so this one we will move to here. This one we will move up here. So they get the single direct. We'll lose 2 here. That's fine. If they even front here. Because our combo does not care about reverse. Um, drop the free fresh. Okay, so this is the new hand. Remember, top card is a climax. Pay that out. Put this in clock. Let's go search for the level 1 combo. So we're set for that. Play this. Play this. No. Yes. No. No. We don't need the brainstormer. We're plussing 2. We don't need to slam the climax, right? No, we do want to push damage, but more so. Yeah, because they're relatively uncompressed. We can push damage here, and we can pay it out. I don't want to front here, but I'm going to front here to generate some sort of advantage. And then we're relatively uncompressed, so let's go for some speed. Okay, put them to 1. And we put them to 1. I could have been done with less extremes, but our hands barely full. When they do their standbys, we can just hit them with the bounce and play the other 2 girls. Swing, plus, not care. Because, yep, there's the standby. What's that? Level 0, 0, any big girls? Yeah, I want to tell you to pick up. What is this? 2 cost, 2, 2. Yep, so we'll tell them to pick that up and we should be good. Really though, do we care? No. They're not going to get additional pluses from reversing, anyways. They're just going to get the pluses that they're getting right now. Hmm. Luckily, we're uncompressed, which means when we do this, it's going to change a lot of things. I'm going to clock one of these because I don't think 2 of them is going to be good. Oh, look at that. Mm, mhm. Play this again. Slam climax. And we do want to throttle them. They're probably all out. Nope. Okay. Well, they're only going 7 back in because of that. Look at the full gripper. Stoink. Ooh, we could also grab a free fresh right now, which might be pretty good. I want to grab the free fresh. We're gonna grab the free fresh. Set ourselves up. Hand's pretty full. Yep, yep. And then trait wipe, which does matter because this is if all your characters are six-sided, which we can actually just straight up get rid of, but probably not gonna care too much. Here, drop that. 6 out. And then move to attack. We do have the ability to free run. And then we could free fresh. We're 2 in out of there. Do we really want to be at another turn for level 1? Not really. We'll let it do its thing. Okay, that sticks. That's fine. We got 2 in. Cancel. Nope. No cancel. Okay. Okay. This should cancel. Yep. So one more. Nope. Other one's in stock. We know where the other one is. We don't have an on-play heal, so there's no point in trying to do that. This is a runner as it stands, so that's fine. That is played from field. We're gonna bounce that, I think. No, maybe. Think. No climax. This gets a buff if all characters are six-sided. It becomes a 5/5 otherwise, right? This card gets this during your turn. What's giving it the extra power? So it gets plus 2k if all your characters are six-sided. All of your other six-sided get 1,000. There we go. So this will shrink it by 3k. Yeah, we'll win almost universally if we trait wipe, which we can do because it's not a backup. This is an event. And then we can pick that up for them. And we're going to get another good turn here. Yeah, I'm down with that. Bounce, play, on play, draw 2. Drop 2. Drop this. I don't want to play the Stoink Swamp. Not yet. And then we'll stock the Ricky. Which then means we will play the trait white. Yep, so now their whole board shrinks a lot. We're all 8 out. We can brainstorm to stop them from getting a resolution, or we could try something a little different. I'm gonna brainstorm because we might hit on the back too. Damn, damn. Damn! Well, we do have a free fresh backup. I don't know what that's going to change, but we do have one. And I could side here for none. I'm going to side here for none. I don't really want to lose the board when we have a free fresh backup that's probably going to get used. No. Running into a 10K. Okay. One for something like this. We're not that many out, though. There's 6 in there. We're at less than 1 out of 5. That's not great. This is going to lose its buff because we're not going to have full board. Draw. What do I want to do? I want to beat over Paul. That is a statement that I'm confident in. I want to beat over Paul. Am I going to be able to beat over Paul? That's a separate question. I don't think I'm going to be able to beat over Paul. I don't think it's worth it to try bouncing Paul either. We don't have the way to dig for it because I didn't think we would need that. So instead of focusing on winning so much, let's just do our stuff. Play this, brainstorm. It's 3 out, 1 hit there. Okay. Still holding the free fresh backup. Holding 2 of these, which is much more important. That's 10K. That's 5-5. We'll win 2 lanes. Let Paul stick around. Not a huge fan of that, but hey. We paid out 1 stock. The climax was on the first one, so no. Damn. Okay, but now we can pay out that one. Fortunately, there was no pants in the bin. We will be fronting, paying the 1, paying that out, another pants. Okay, we'll get the salvage the actual pants this time. Yikes. Yikes. Quite a few climaxes out. There's 2 in stock. There's 2 in hand. That's 4, 5, 6 out. 2 in out of 12. Oh, golly. What's the condition? 6-sided? So you can't combo. You get your instances. Those are your instances. This, which is for 4. We're nearly guaranteed to cancel. No, we're not. It's guaranteed to stick. It's the opposite because they're all out. Any luck? No luck. Damn. Okay, so that's bad. That was bad. That was bad. Yeah. So I think rationality is kicking in. This deck's worse than wanted to be. The event was nice. It didn't do us favors though. The bouncer also didn't really do us any favors. I mean, it's mostly the fact that we kept triggering our climaxes, which every deck runs into as a problem, but that was just egregious how bad it was for us. Don't need the climax swamp. One of the combo girls are out, so that's gonna make it harder to dig, for one. Uh, So 3-lane board. Kind of want to counteract them. Don't think that's the wisest decision though. Do think this is intelligent though. Search for double drop searcher. Win this lane, win that lane. Fix hand, get SETI. Our hand's full. We can play full hand. We're about to do some funnies to make our hand better, so we can afford the drop. Side plus choice. Oh boy. Okay, so stock. Front, pay, drop, search for 2 level 1s, so we actually have a hand. 3 level 1 starts screwing with your compression way too much. So you're gonna go and definitely hit 1. I mean, you're gonna see a total of 9 cards. You're gonna hit a climax out of 9 cards in most likelihood. Even if you try to intentionally leave yourself uncompressed, which we're currently 4 out of 25. Gonna change, but sorry, 5 out of 25, which 6 out of 25. We're gonna need a little bit of extra uncompression to fix for the plus that we want. Don't need Ricky for the much longer of the game haul. 8K. Oh no. Yeah. This is about as ideal as the situation gets. Almost all climaxes out. These are gonna come down. We'll slam a trait beat. We're gonna +4. Keep in mind for a +4, maybe +5. Nope. Boop. Boop. Okay, in that case, we're gonna recombo. We'll probably pay to keep the 2 girls, and we will recombo. That is the new plan. Because holding 1 climax means recombo in most likelihood. Still level 1. 6, 7, 8, all 8 out. Yikes. Yikes. Yikes! Hope they soft. Hope they softy us. It seems like they are. Oh, it seems like they really are. And there's now 2 in stock? Oh boy. We're still staying 1. It's fine. Pay the 3. Pay the 3. This is where actually all 8 out now. You do this, you do a little bit of that, and then what's hand look like? It'll be +4. Guaranteed +4. Not level 2 to play that. Okay. That's fine. No. Definitely no. Because all this is clean, plus we're all 8 out. We're staring at straight compression. Straight squoosh. Oh, and look at that. We're gonna refresh right before we have to clean out our hand. It's grand. That's actually oof. That's basically where we want to be in exacts. We need blue. We need the 2. We need the 3. We don't need 2 of the 2s. We don't need a climax swap. We'll be able to get that. And we don't need the twin driver, but we need a Ricky less. Alright, that's good. That's a good hand. That's a good hand. I think finally we ended up in a fine deck state. I don't think this deck is consistent enough that you really want to do it. I've learned that this combo I do not like because it's too risky. It's counterintuitive that you want to have an uncompressed deck state to do your combo to then recompress, and then you can get punished, as we have for the first 2 games. Where if you are compressed at the wrong time, you're going to get screwed. It's a lot easier to set up something like this combo if it's the end of your game, and Kenshin just does this thing better. We're also lacking stoinks, but that's fine. We can fix that easily. No point in clocking. There is a point in playing this, which I can make sense. Because we're going to play this. Draw two. Drop two. Stoink. Play. Yes, because we need exactly six. Draw two. Drop two. Stoink. This. Yep. And now we're set. We're set. Yeah. Yeah. That's that board. Grr. Uh-oh. That's a little not what we needed. We'll grab the choice. Leave potentially a way for us to find the pants a little more again. Yikes. I should be saying no, but we're not going to enter that next deck state until after we hit level 3. Let's hoping these would stay in. So 2 in there, 3 in hand. Oh no, decompressing us? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can they? No, I don't think so. He did stock ruffle. I mean, just to avoid it. What's the trait? Character Hololive. Cancels. Okay, so we're living. Maybe a little too living. Is there a way to cycle through deck fast enough? I don't think so. Yikes. Draw two, brainstorm, we'll be one stock off. That's what we gotta do, I think. If we want to even combo at all, we gotta do it this way. Sucks, but it's the route. You take the line. There's no free plus stock stuff. There is this, but that's not gonna really do us things. Are they relatively compressed? I think. I think so. Not sure. Not enough stock to do the other thing, so we're gonna do this. Draw two. Drop two. Salvage or stoink that. Hands as full as it gets. No. Front, skill, icy, no hits. Dang. Front, skill, no hits, please. This is all we need to do is hit one. Or they die to refresh. That's the hope, pretty much, is either this one hits or they die to refresh. Nope. Okay. Well, it canceled on the one, so as long as they don't do an on-play heal, we have a shot. A very low shot, but we have a good shot. They didn't on-play heal. Yeah, we're gonna push this in front. We want to hit them for least amount of damage possible. Because this attack cannot kill us by itself, and they die on this way. Got it. We got it. One dub. One dub for the day. But you're dead first. Did the game crash? Well, I mean, we won it. It's not even a question. We did indeed win that. I guess the game doesn't recognize that as a dub on our part. Pitch, roll. Okay, so we can run these girls. Keep on rocking it, baby. Keep on rocking it, baby. Hmm. I mean, no, we're just gonna let them win the two they want to win. That's fine. Damn. Okay. Whatever. I don't need a clock. I do not need a clock here. We're most likely gonna be plussing quite a bit. This does not need to be in front. Or, yeah, that does not need to be in front. Slam that. Slam this. Pay one. Deal one to sell. Deal. Do we have blue? No. No. Hmm. It'll work out. It probably will. It might not. If it doesn't, who cares? It's a brainstorm. Slam the climax. Nope. Direct. Okay. Plus. Plus. Trigger. Alright, so this is likely to whiff, but not guaranteed. Ooh. Okay. Well, I guess we'll grab a blank climax just to slam next turn. Remember to pay out top stock. That's the only thing you need to know. Just pay out top stock. Exile, then draw. We don't need brainstormers. Check there. There's the top end care about trait. Or is it double trait? Thief. Thief. So yes, it does. It does actually care about trait. If we get rid of thief, their combo does not work. It's good to know. Oh shoot, we might get a recombo. That was not expected. I mean, I'm not gonna clock. I'm just gonna see if that changes things. Do I want the hyperdeck speed? Not really. I mean, we got a brainstorm to pay out the one. Let's grab the three. Start setting up for three game. There's one in there. Let's just try taking it just a little bit slower than I normally would. And we're just gonna swing. Big numbers, big numbers. Poke, because I'm not confident this is gonna work. Add two stoinks. As much as we need that for the next step, we need stoinks. Yikes. Hand is overfull. We're gonna just add a climax, and then we're gonna immediately pitch the two in our hand because we can't be that many out. Going four back in instead of six back in or five back in is too little. Declining the wind. Blue. No good blue yet. Show's over. So he can't do this. Ouch. Oh my. Straight from one to three. Okay. Damn. Did not see that coming. Well, in that case, we have to dig for a lot. So, uh, start mining. Grab a climax, because we can climax swap. Play alternate finisher. Yes, I will heal. Play climax swap. Plan to win this lane more than these two. I mean, holding full grip, so that's some sort of a compression there, but yikes, this is not grandiose. No hits. Okay, for 4. It's gonna cancel anything. Nope. For 3. 3 and a pant. So kind of spooky. So 2 wins. 2 and 2. That's better than I thought it would have gone. We get one more. One more with this. Access. One more with this dreaded deck. There we go. Hmm. Well, this is a spot to be in. Beep beep. We're about to get swarmed by Access Church Zeros. Luckily, our level 1 does overpower them, but getting smacked, it's not great. I mean, we'll get the double combo and have a trait beat, so we'll win all 3 lanes. I was not expecting if we stayed at here. I mean, I'm happy for it. This is a good spot, but I did not expect that. We're going to Mega Plus. We don't need this, and we can decline this effect. Side? Uno. Mm, side. Pay to compress ourselves just a little bit. And since we plussed on that, we'll pay the 1 out, pitch this, search for 2. Search for the other level 1. Search for, I don't know, like, just a card. Just another brainstormer, I guess. That's something that we can pick back up the pitch later, if we feel. I could have grabbed a second one of these, but I don't think we're going to need to aggressively throttle that much. We're still level 0. Okay. Okay. Level that out, and then take 1 more. 2 more. So 4 out of 20, that's 1 out of 5. 2 should work fine. And we're going to win all 3 lanes. Ooh, that changes numbers. That changes numbers. That does change numbers. The question is, how does that change numbers? It changes numbers in a way that I want to do this. Because there's only 3 in there. No. No. Beep beep. I should have had this over here. No, this is only 4K. Sweet. And yeah, okay, this one double whiffs. Which we're just gonna add this to hand, since this will pay out the stock immediately, and then undirty it, and then all we need to do is play like 2 more cards. We didn't plus as much as we want, but we can just play it blank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 and out of 11. That's a bit yikes. We needed to go a little bit further in deck, but it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. Oh, we get to keep 1. Okay, yeah. So we'll slam a 0, overplay it most likely. Oh wait, no, we're still at 1. That means I guess just trait beat, trait beat, trait beat. Are we out a majorative? Remember, top card is a climax. We're basically going 1 out, but holding 3 of these. I guess research for the 2. Or just get ready to send to level 3. I kind of prefer to just get ready to send to level 3. Yeah, let's just get ready to be sent to level 3. They're gonna do this, so might as well just expect them to do the thing that they want to do. Hmm. So this deck is not as good, at least against the bots that we play against. Meta tuning's a different thing than trying to play against bots. It it's also hit or miss on its own a little bit more than what you'd expect a normal Weiss deck to do. We need blue. We need anti early. No. I mean, because we don't have the opportunity. We're gonna send them to 3. Ugh. It's not where I want to be. It's not where we wanted to be. Okay, so we hit once. That's good. That's good. That's good. How good? Not really that amazing, but hey, it's a start. And we get to play the twin drive. And then we'll play this girly. Draw 2, drop 2. And then play this girly. Draw 2, drop 2. Stock something. Stocking that. Which we can beat the level 3. I'm more pressed on beating level 3 and beating this. Swings. Front. And since we're only hitting for 1s, we're not really screwing into their deck state that deep. One in there. We haven't gotten our stock dirty, just front, decline. Because there's one in there, I think. I could be wrong. If there's one in this stock, I didn't know. And we'll find out. We'll find out. We're most likely gonna take 3 if there isn't. But that also means that these don't work, right? Because these don't mill. Cancels. Cancels. Thing. Cancels. Not grand. Not grand. We gotta somehow figure out a way of dealing 2, which is probably gonna be a Ricky. We can manage it. Trying to think if there's an easy way of pulling this off. There's not a bunch of ways that are coming to head. Hmm. Hmm. Uh, one more kind of shot, because this is draw drop 2, regardless of full board. Yeah, okay, so this is just the way it's gonna have to unfold. Kind of sucks, but is what it is. Swing for the 1. Swing for the 1. And swing for the 1. Five, 3 in out of 9. Our odds are pretty good with an uncompressed deck state. Oh wait, they just killed themselves? They did. They did indeed just kill themselves. They did indeed just kill themselves. Well, that happens. They probably would have died on their own swings. But damn. I did not see that coming. I did not. That kind of was out of my vision. We'll be working in reverse now. We'll run it backwards and we'll see how this goes. I don't really think there's too much to explain in a Bocchi the Rock deck. We're keeping this so we can clock it for experience because the level 1 combo has an experience requirement. Helmet seems good. Helmet pitch towards this is grand. Hold off on a helmet for the moment. We need a two brainstormers seems great for finishing. It's only 2/5. I probably should be pushing it into the left instead of the center, but this is against this deck. It's not really going to have an impact. They're leaving us with a lane. Sweet. So they didn't be able to assemble all of the Axis devotees. One in there, not grand, not grand. One here, that's good. Clock this, draw two. Cool, not cool. Ricky is on the list of things to grab. Drop this for the Ricky now. You're probably questioning, why are you going to find the Ricky after doing that? Because I want to delay the effect. I want to get something to swing first and then find. And I can do that multiple times. 1, 2, 3, 4, no hit. Cool. I'm fine going somewhat neg to cash in on this later. I want to attack is the main thing. Knowing that I'm only gonna have most likely to is the third worth. No. Especially since I'm being aggressive in a losing hand right now. Win the lane. They're level 1. So the extra push was worth for the second swing. If the brainstorm was worth it because we're already out quite a few. Okay, so lose that. We're gonna take some dublage. Level out the 3 so we have the experience matched. This is gonna lose, and I don't really want to clock a climax. We'll get rid of an early play to find the level 1. I think we can just do this. Yep, cool. Max combo, baby. Try to uncompress here. Kind of worked. That kind of worked. I did not expect that to really kind of work. Probably gonna plus like 7, not the full 9, but like close to 9. We're working it. We're working the numbers up. Doubt we're gonna be big enough. Standby is already in waiting. Standby triggered off the rip, right? Yeah. Not useful. Grab. Who cares if I hit a climax? We're still plussing 1 from the pitch. Yeah. We didn't decompress in a way that made our deck state grand, and we're just turboing it. So there's 1 out of 2. 2. Sweet. We're gonna get a guaranteed basic cancel. And then we're gonna go 7 back in, maybe 8. Depends if it's the first one or the second one. And they're swinging for 2, so it really does. Cool. Cool. Tick 2. Cool. Don't only lose a lane. Okay. Cool. Oh, recombo. Recombo. A little stubborn on this one. I don't think it's proper to do this, but we're gonna do it anyways. With there's 6 out. I'm still gonna push. We don't need the stock swap. Might as well just keep going for everything we can. Be the greed monger. I mean, at this point, we've maxed our hand size, right? So, 3, 6. No, we can still plus 1 more. Drop this. So, yeah. Yep. And we could do it again if we felt like it. What's our compression ratio? We haven't hit a bar yet. Barely. I'm still gonna go for it because I greedy. I'm not hyper greedy. We're just gonna go for the 1. Ooh. Nope, 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 nope. Choose none. Okay. I should have pitched the 2 in case of the standby. I didn't. No. I mean, we're winning on board anyways. I probably should have swung here to crash in case, because I wasn't looking. Oh no. Or 2 first. That's not grand. Oh, they're not really playing. Let's let them do it. Remember, top card is a climax. So we're probably going to own Mega Plus. Thanks. Sure. So that means we're basically all 7 out at this point. Grab this. Grab the card that we want to sack. Or no. Grab the level 3. Is she in hand? Not even. I mean, at that point, just yurt. Yes, pitch something you don't care about because it's guaranteed to +2 here. Penalty and then standby. Yuck! We hit the standby off the rip. At least this isn't in clock, but still gross. Drop level 3. It's turbo. Damn. I mean, I'm just trying to swing for bigs. Climax swap's kind of needed. This, not so much. The trait wipe is very much not. Sweet. Fumio stock swap. Hey, there's the bar. Yep, mine stock. Damn, still at 1. Need more? Still more. Too many cards. Too many cards. Too many cards. Too many cards. Still here. At this point, I will clock ourselves up. It needs to be a yellow card that gets leveled, though. Yellow card that gets leveled. Draw 2. Oof. Oof. Stock shuffle you. Sure, I don't care. Play this. Sack this. Grab. I don't know. Grab this, I guess. Stock that. Nope. Nope. Play this. Sack this. Grab. Stoink. Ban. Refresh. Penalty. Okay. Cool. Play this. Pay 1. Pitch 1. Yurt. Brainstorm? See if we can find one more. And then heal. Direct. See if this worked. Not really. That was better than it could have been. Yeah. It could have been way worse. This might be able to kill. It's not likely to, but it can. Just the more important number is the fact that it can. Is the Fumio combined? No, it can't even. I overestimated numbers. Shoot. Drop back out. Yeah. So put them into 3. Didn't really do too much. Oh, but they're completely not ready and resource deprived. Which means we are gonna get another shot, kind of. Shoot. Reslam. Swing for lethals. Nope. Okay, do it again. for lethals. Death. Sweet. Bocchi the Glock got there somehow, some way, some why. Persona. Climbing down. Persona's gonna be more of an issue because we are um doing early plays. And looks gas. And looks quite gas. Like some gasoline. We might need to put out the fire because this is fire. It's kind of hot. We could be going with the top three. I kind of want to go with the Ricky first. I'm not sure if we're going to get a second turn at level 1. I mean, at level 0. In the case that we don't, this is the better play. And the instant compression off of this will actually lead to maybe another level 0 turn. Okay. And, yep, yeah. Another level 0 turn. Clock that so that we have something to level. We probably want to climax swap. Let's brainstorm first before reducing too much. Brainstorm. Salvage once. Salvage once. What do we want to find? I think we want to find the climax swapper to be able to do the thing. Or the big 3 for a climax. We'll be able to win a lane there and be able to win a lane somewhere else. It's almost intelligent to hold on to this more so than swing with it, but I feel the reverse is likely to get us there, so I'm going to go for it. That also changes that statement by a lot. Got this. Because we could mill it off of the brainstorm and then hit it off of that. But the door getting buried at the bottom of stock does kind of matter for knowledge. And the intel of that is kind of rough. And that Bocchi getting buried also kind of matters. Because of that, literally play brainstorm, play this, we're solved. It doesn't even matter. Or well, no, still does, because climax. Which leads to a different level of categories. We'll do the top 3 as soon as we can. Not giving us the reverse. Interesting. Okay, so that's in there. Yeah, put you to stock. Grab this. Itch. This. Dice. Cool. We're at 0 again. No clock. There's no point. Reset up board. Brainstorm for speed. Salvage. I will take a salvage for the 3rd copy of the level 3 Bocchi. And then swings. Front. There's one door buried. I don't think we're gonna be able to fix that door fast. Helmet exists. Helmet exists. One of climax swap is not in the bin. As long as we don't turbo too aggressively, we can play this, pitch, find this, sack this, get the thing. Or just salvage the thing right there. You know, level that out because we need the level 3 experience. This is a no clock situation. So first off, play this on this, pitch this, salvage, climax swap. Okay, on climax swap, we have to swap first. Top 2, rearrange. 2 characters, doesn't matter. We're going to brainstorm them out. Refresh right now. 6 back in. Cool. Whiffs. That's a little not so cool. Helmet's gonna just bury itself away. It doesn't matter what we pitch to find. It's just extra compression and potentially a check. An unsigned check for later. Rather keep this to be able to play the level 2 at level 2. Push this, pillage this, and play this. No. Speed. No! Oof. Nope, speed. There we go. Plussing. We like plussing. We like the plussings. I don't need that for a hot minute. That's a nice hand. That's a nice hand. 4 out as of current. We're 4 out of current, 4 in. That's nearly just above 1 out of 3, so slightly uncompressed, but not bad. We should cancel this attack on average, and then this next attack on normal. It's probably a cancel. Nope. Cool. Nah, whatever. We need the level 3, but we need green. We need to prioritize a green. I'm not gonna clock that level 3 out of my hands. We're not gonna clock that. We're just gonna have to get rid of her and then clock that so we can do the things that we want to do. And we'll have to level that out later. Oh, oh. Hmm. It's a way of having instant access to deck speed, like right the hell now, to get that one last card gone. What is a way to literally churn one card, fill one card? I don't want to do Brainstormer. I don't think there's another way though. Besides this, which I don't know what that card is. If it's a climax, it's about to look bad. But we get a pitch of climax, which doesn't feel that bad. Oh, it puts itself back in deck. I forgot. Well, in that case, I guess we're just here still. I guess. I mean, hey, can it really be mad for somebody staying at the same level for 2 turns? I don't think so. But what I do know is I'm going to give that power, and I should have been able to win the lane if I had given power to this and swung there. But, you know, it is what it is. Pitch this. We have a target for the standby. Grab 2. Stoinks is big. Board's kind of big. Bar. Uno, dos, tres. Uno más. Uno más. Adios. Went 6 back in. One. Another one of these. I'll play your games. I will play your games. Yeah, wait. This hasn't happened yet. This game. That's the first time. Okay. Well, they're level 3 or level 2. They could finish us, but I doubt they will do. I mean, they can. They have the reach. Oh, gall. Oh, golly. Oh, gumdrops. We're not that many out. Please? Medici? Okay, little bit of chill at the end there. Not a bunch. No clock. Play. Unplay. Sack. Unsack. Uno, dos, tres. Uno más. Adios. No. Hmm. Hmm. I think there's only one in there, but most likelihood, because I did that, I'm pulling one out. I'm probably gonna put one into stock here, but I can immediately pay it out. Or no, the top card's a stock now. Um, hmm, 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 hmm. Because it wasn't. So which ones? Salvage this. I don't think that's a great decision. We're only gonna make them more compressed if we were in the right and lucky. Which I don't feel comfortable doing. Grab this to hand. Put that to Stoinks. And then we'll win all 3 lanes. All hoping. Okay. Yeah, this should be good now. Kidding me. Seriously? We shoved 2 back in? The odds were in our favor, though. Well, in this case, they still are. Because he's probably dead. In 2 or more instances to do 3. Yeah. Easy. Easy dubs. Easy dubs. Yoink. Yurt. Down the line we go. That was incorrect. What just happened also kind of sucked. His hand's also pretty bad. The only thing I can think of is, hey, climax into the 0. Yay. I'm not a huge fan of standby. The fact the character comes in rested majorative makes standby feel bad. We're out so many off the rip here. Like that draw too. Okay, so this is the new hand. I think I want to just helmet in the immediate for the character I want to grab. Because the argument against this play action, I don't think is that strong. But the argument to grab the Brainstormer is way stronger because we're uncompressed. If I hit, and I'm still happy. S-ish. I'll grab this, and then I still have the ability to turbo my deck in a minute. I'm trying to turbo deck. That is really what I'm trying to do right now. The more turbo the deck goes after being 7 out, the better. The much better. The extremely better. The fact we even hit on that Brainstorm is wild. Now looking at how many we were out, there wasn't even an argument for the other option. I want to clock for speed, but hand not fixed, but must punish if we don't. Those were a lot of half English words to basically say we're so uncompressed that I need to do the level 1 combo. If I do not do the level 1 combo, I'm going to get more punished for not even trying. Which, now at this threshold, the numbers changed. Because I'd rather delay it. Do I even have the threshold too? There's 1 in deck. There's literally 1 climax in this deck. I'm going to have to prey on these on reverses in order for this to make any amount of dent. That is what's going to have to happen, or they're just going to have a whiff turn, which I doubt that's going to be the route. But the turbo deck I can do. I can do mill 3, and then find a card. That is something that can happen. For 2 on reverse, I will clock self, search for a level 1, specifically the level 1 combo, so we can double lane. On this reverse, since we're not going to get throttled to 3 somehow out of a miracle, I'm going to mill 3 and then decline. Then I'm going to decline clock, I think. Decline clock, push this up. Powers. This is 8. This will get 6-5. This will give plus 500, which will be 2k. So this will be 8-5 when everything is said and done, which I can pitch a card, which is the bar, so solved. The problem has been solved. I somehow magically I just did the solution. But the whole problem just got solved. Trigger. Swing here. Oh, I did the order wrong. That's fine. That's fine. There's worse things that could have happened than a slight off ordering. Yeah. We don't need 2 of these events. Who cares if we're 1 out now? 2 out? 2 out. We're 2 out. We are 2 climaxes out. Oh no. Are we pretty much maxed grip. We're 8 in hand. We are max grip for what we had. We're fine. I mean, yeah, I do kind of want to rather beat the 2K. I do kind of want to win a lane, or at least tie a lane instead of just lose 3, pretty much. Discard Twin Drive. Alright, so you get your doer. This should cancel. I hope. Hey, look at that, it canceled. I spoke it into existence. Pay 3 to save. That is an interesting question. If we pay 3 to save without a door, we don't have a door. So if we had a door, the different arguments start exchanging, and then things start happening. Oh, this all of your other music. We want to be big. We kind of want to be big. I'll clock this. Level up green. Green, green. Nah, we don't need a bunch of experience. Ooh, but that. Doesn't have the early play condition. Oh, wait. Rar. Rar means I love you in dinosaur. I hope y'all have seen that. Otherwise, that's gonna be absolute cringe. Anywho's, do this. Plus up to 7. That's more stock than we need. It's pretty small. Plus 2. Is there the third combo? I hear whispers. Whisper. Please. We'll grab this, and then I don't know. I guess grab this in case we get another level turn here. Hand's full. Yeah, that's fine. Grr. Get slapped. No time to build a resource. And even if they anti-early, we get the buff from the act on these girls, which kind of matters. So we're 2 in out of 6. It's a 1 out of 3 chance of canceling, which means our odds are grand. We are speed running this. Oh, axe? Yes, please. Let me get 11 Ks. What the hell? This is a board. This is a board. That is a swing. All right, this should cancel. And then depending on where it cancels, yeah, this is also going to cancel. Yeah, this is guaranteed to cancel. Bar out of deck is different than if door was out of deck, since bar is out of deck and we refreshed. Hold up. 7. Refresh 7. Okay. I kind of want to heal. I kind of want to do bad decisions. And I'm going to spend more stock. Or I guess no stock. To play these from hand for free. Play 1 from hand for free. Play the other one for 2. Because I don't have 2 of the girls. I was gonna brainstorm to potentially whiff. Hey, look at that. There's a bar. Anyways, I kind of want the bars. For 3. It would have been smarter to swing the directs. Ooh, now we're starting to get a little too much of these. It probably means the stock's clean more often than not. Level 3? We're level 2-1? Hell yeah. Deck's feeling comfy. What's not? The sun's starting to blare in my eyes. Hell. Actually in my eyes. Ah! Alright. Let the model didn't just start glitching out from that. Oh. Oh, but I could hit him with the thing. I'm gonna do the thing, cause the thing. We're still level 2. We're still level 2. Play the climax. It's such a bad argument, though. You don't. You're swinging for lethal. Okay, over lethal. You're swinging for lethals. Like, there's no point. Yeah, that's. You just don't. You don't screw it up when you got numbers because the greed of that. You don't get more instances. Like that's just pure greed. That's pure greed. Hello, 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 hello there. Okay, there we go. Yoink, yoink, yoink. This is clean. This is clean. Draw a clock. Clock. A little less clean. Way less clean. That went from pretty okay to pretty oof. Fast. If this We're playing against this deck. The early plays 5. Being 4 out off the rip. But we can brainstorm, we can loot, we can do some deck speeds. We fine since he especially didn't straight up just kill this. He's gonna go for the reverse. It's grand. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by a 1-0 backup. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. Bye, Rudy. Bye, bye. Oh boy. Grab a 0. Pitch a door. We're probably gonna slam a standby regardless of whatever the hell happens here. Yeah. Level that out. We're level what? We need speed. I don't care about damage. Speed is a higher level of importance at this moment. Level 2's in bin? None. Play this. We'll figure out from here. Salvage. Salvaging once. You know, that's really not that bad. It could have been way worse. I actually will go for the 1-lane combo on this, which probably doesn't make sense to everybody, but we're kind of a lot out, and we're not brainstorming to make up for it. I do want to play this to a degree for higher deck speed. And as much as I'd like to follow it twice, I'm a little bit of a coward. I'm not going to do it twice. It's just asking for way too much. For way too much trouble. It's just a question of when does it happen. Do this, do this. Should be switching these given the buff there. Well, pitch this. There you go. +3. Clean +3. Kind of the only way to pull us back in, to be honest. But we're still swinging in every lane. We had a climax. We have anti-early backup. Not going to be really able to use the anti-early backup until 2, which then it's kind of inept. What is it? A kill? That's a. Oh, put it in a memory. Memory. Ooh, spice. That's some spice. All right, on that, yeah, we'll deal 1 more to ourselves. Deal damage with the early play. Search our deck for what do we feel like. Level 1. I kind of want to try recomboing since we have climax swamp and we have climax and bin. Green. Level 2. Level 2. 3 in there? Yeah, no, we're gonna go for the deck speed. Quilt clock. We can hold off on dealing that amount of damage to ourselves. Play the climax swap. A1 climax swap. I mean, I could be standing out the level 3 right now, but uh, cool. I don't think the standby is the option when we're getting throttled this much. We gotta kind of hit them back with the same oomph. It's best to do it this way, so I'm not likely to completely whiff pending. Now I could just pass, since I know that's a climax. What climax? Because that does change things. There's 1 door, 3 door, one bar, 2 bar. There's the standby. It's bar. So we'll do it. It's just bar can't whiff. Damn! Damn! Did not expect that. I said bar can't whiff. I wasn't wrong. I just didn't expect that to happen. Drop this. We can helmet towards early play and then early play and heal. And we can anti-early them as well, because it's a pitch too. Our hand's full. Our hand is full. So this is an easy just fight. Especially since they're 3. Ooh, they're not doing the things. Yikes. That just means we chill. Oh no. Please? Please? There we go. Okay. A little bit of something for us finally. Took a minute. No clock. Play. No, wrong one, wrong one, no, wrong one. This one. Do. Drop that search, add two in waiting room, exactly. This has early play condition. Play this. Font, sack, boop, heal. Much more reasonable position. Play brainstorm. Oh, shoot, we did bury one. It's good to know. All right, a little more deck speed. And then we're gonna go for even more deck speed here in a second. As we'll grab a plant mix swap. I care less about the early play than I do about the on-play heal. It's the only reason why we're really running that card, is for the heal. We don't need to win, and we don't need to win on their turn. In fact, we're going to anti-early them matters way more. Get rid of the anti-early, no longer useful. Add two. Not an amazing two, but still two. And then that's fine. That's fine. Plus three. So 7 cards in grip. This could kill. That just killed. That did indeed just kill. All right. That was a read of a century. Last game, and I'm gonna call it, even though I could have gone for longer. I started early and technical issues. A little bit tilted, a little bit not. You know, could be, could not. I kind of don't need the level 1 yet until we hit there. I could have pitched the level 3, but we need experience, so cluck. Hi. Okay, level 1's in hand, ready and set. The helmet's in hand, ready and set. Helmet into Ricky is a different choice. I will play just a Brainstormer and Swang. The on-demand with the helmet is great, but we don't need it yet. That's in there. Okay, that's something to note. Okay, so we're staying level 1. That's cool. Play? I don't know. Find out if it's useful. Brainstormer. Salvage once. Salvage once. Ooh. Rain check. Not a huge fan of the rain check. We'll grab this rain check instead, because I like the idea of winning the lane here and then doing the thing. And then this is 2-5, it's 2K, we'll go for this. I could be swinging with a helmet. I don't feel like swinging with the helmet though. This way we should be able to tri-lane combo, not without stressing too much. We also might need the extra point of damage to guarantee a red. Maybe, maybe not sure yet. We're not in that category, we're at 5. I will say the on-waiting Ricky is great because you can deal damage on demand to get color. But the issue is it's kind of a random damage, if I remember right from that one. Oh, canceled. So we need the compression. Put this in search for the level 1. So we got 2. And they're swinging for 1s. This is going to do things. 1, 2, 3. Okay, grab it off that. Nope. Grab. Drop. I'd rather keep the brainstormer in hand. Okay. Off this, there's a point in going 3. Swift, choose none. Now we can brainstorm salvage the one. Or just be better. Oh, wait, we're still 0. I take back what I said a second ago. What's better? Brainstorm. No. Okay, that's fine. You're eat 1. Okay, eat 2. 3, eat 3. Go to 1. No. Okay, sad. Big sads. Big sads. Big sads. Not winning against the 2-5. Yep, this is the bots. Bots do as the bots do. Okay. Draw. Since it dealt no damage. Clock the Brainstormer, draw 2 more. We kind of got to be careful, but we can keep thresholding this. We know those 3 cards are clean. Yeah, but I can hold them in resolution. I'm gonna hold them in resolution and then compress further into the new deck state. Hey, look at that, we're level 1 now. Everything I said doesn't matter anymore. We need level 3 experience. Oh, but we don't have red for level 3. It's level 3 experience, right? Yeah, 3 or more. That means goodbye early play. Side win. Yeah, that's pretty much the route. Side buff. Bar. Okay. Front win. Win a lane. And it's not winning, but hey, it is dodging somewhat. Okay. Is there red in there yet? Still no red. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Clock the red. We can pitch the bars. Don't worry about the bars. Don't worry about the bars. We're uncompressed. I'm kind of actually happy with that deck state of being this uncompressed. I'm not happy with the fact that our hand's small, but I am kind of happy with the fact we're this uncompressed. Because we're just going to be plussing the massive amounts. I want to side here to try to fix some other things. I'm going to keep the standby before I pitch. I'm going to pitch the bar before I pitch the standby because the standby is more useful at this level. We're at 8, right? Like, just front. And since we're going this faster deck, yeah, there we go. Oh, look at that, we're at 8 in stock because we played such a slow level 0 game, and we'll drop that too. And 8 cards in hand. It's a pretty chill hand. There's 1 in out of there, and probably out of 5, which whatever. But it means we're probably not taking this. Yep. It does mean we're taking this and the next one, and then the next one, because we are going to be eating 4, 5 maybe. 5. We're eating 5 because we're gonna eat 1 off with a refresh too. Oof. Oof. We need red. Get rid of red. Bye. Bye. Hi. Watermelon sugar high. Watermelon sugar high. Watermelon sugar high. Watermelon sugar high. Salvage 2. Salvage 2. Okay, set up level 3s. Set up an early play. And it's not there yet, but it will. It will. Just give me a second. At level 2, we're level 2. Everybody's level 2. We're all level 2. Which means I get to play level 2s and early plays. Also means Fumio looks really juicy if I could do it right now. If I could Fumio right now. Stock shuffle, it'd be really, really juicy. But I'm gonna let it wait. I'm gonna let it grill. We're only gonna win one lane here, but that one lane's gonna deal 4, so who cares? And then we can side for the extras, because we only need a poke. 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 Yep. So there's 5 in there, 4 in there. Three in there. Level 2, no, level 3. 3 in there. In case, just in case. There's 2 in there. 1 in stock. So stock's pretty clean. Yeah, so if I clock, I'm then going to force myself to level up. That's good. 6. Cool. Play this. Fumo you. Fumio. Stock shuffle. See if I pulled them all out. We'll see at the end of this. We will see at the end of this. It's going to take a second, but we will see. Sack this. Grab this. Stock that. Bend that. Nope. Play this. Just lets me pay that out. Grab this. Stock this. Bend that. Push this into the back row. Play this. On play. Sack this. 1, 2, 3. Grab this. Stock that. Okay. Cool. And there's no full board condition, right? Yep, no full board. Cool. Sun Climax. See what we can do. We gotta reach for the stars, cowboy. 5. Oh, that's pretty much game. I can side there for pretty much leads. This should be game. Side. Yeah. Yeah. W baby! Bocchi the Glock. I have personal grudges with the title, but Bocchi the Glock do Glock things. Bang. Fumio Stock Shuffle is funny. It's funny. Versus Icy Tail, and this not really that great. The Free Fresh is amazing. Free Fresh is amazing. We didn't have access to it, so it's probably worth dropping this, adding a second one of these, and increasing the odds of hitting the Free Fresh, so your game plan is more consistent and more in line with what you need to do. It'd even make more sense to, instead of this, keep this for the heal, drop this entirely. Just drop the stock swap. Because this wants their deck to be compressed. You can compress them by doing a stock swap, but that requires more effort. Or the more rational argument is get rid of this. To get rid of the restandard that you're never going to use, your game plan just immensely rockets. So it's probably the restandard is the cut, because blue is not that much of an issue. That cutting the 1 is going to kill the whole deck. I mean, there's not a butt ton of blue, let's not get it wrong, but to hit level 3, it's relatively fine. So probably that, maybe even this. I don't feel comfortable doing this one though. Because that's an oh crap button, and you do have a lot of oh crap situations. Maybe even trimming this down as well. letting you have even more consistency in this sweep. But this is a clockable card. I'm not happy with clocking that. I'm not happy with reducing it and then still expecting to clock it. If we need it, we need it, and having 2 of is great. This is too consistent to have as at least 2 of. So that's probably the new version. Anywho, with that, I will see you dudes